This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV, and we're very pleased to be joined today by Jonas Nyberg of Berg Propulsion to discuss Berg's interesting solution for hybrid tugs. Jonas, to start us off, I'm sure anyone watching this knows the Berg Propulsion name, but why don't you just give us a little update where Berg is today?
Well, Berg, we're a quite old company, more than 100 years, 110 years now specifically. We're known for propellers, of course, but what people might not know is that we actually do a lot of electrical system integration as well. And that's been one of our very strong pushes over the last years with developing our capability as well as gaining references in the market. And one specific field where we have a special interest in is hybrid tugs.
I understand that Berg has quite a few nice references for its hybrid tug solutions here in the US. Can you tell us a little bit about those boats?
So right now we have 4 tugs operating in the US that has our hybrid tug system on it. It's something that we delivered the first ones, I think, in 2018. So they've been around for a while, 2018, 2019. They've been around for a while, and they're operating here in the south of US, supporting larger ships, relatively sizable tugs in excess of 80 metric tons boiler pull. I actually had the benefit and the opportunity to be out on 2 of these this week, really seeing how the crew makes use of this technology, the fine maneuvering that you get with the electrical piece of the system, as well as the power and acceleration you get of the combination of the diesel and electric together as one. So it's really neat to see how such a big machine can become so nimble when you put technology into it.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting kind of side question, because in some of my discussions, we talk about the hybrid technology, and the technology on its own is not the ultimate solution, but the crew's ability to use that technology. So when you deliver one of these solutions, can you kind of dig into what does Berg offer as far as, I guess, orientation for the crews?
It's a very key thing, because there's been quite a few examples of these systems being put out in the field that have not been successful. And one of the reasons they haven't been successful is that the crew haven't understood how to use them, or they haven't really jived with the crew and how the crew operates. So we have a way of operating and a way to develop this, where we start out the process with developing something we call a vessel operation description. So that's something we sit down with the crew, with the one that is going to operate the vessel, and we describe how the vessel is going to operate. And this then becomes the guide for us as we develop the system. Because the way that these systems look, they will be bespoke. Right? This will be custom systems, because every vessel is a little bit different, and it's a methodology that we have developed so that you can sit down in the very beginning of the project, agree on how you want it to be, and then you'll follow that as you develop the system.
No, that's awesome. You know, you mentioned it with my first question, and that was the electrical integration. Obviously, there's a lot of different hybrid solutions out there, and obviously you offer the electrical integration part as well. Why don't you take a little bit deeper dive into the technology? What exactly does that electrical information entail, and what does it mean to the end customer?
Well, so typically there's more than one kind of hybrid. You have something called a parallel hybrid and a serial hybrid. So this is 2 ways of building a hybrid. A parallel hybrid, which is the ones that we have done in US, it means that you have a main engine that drives a propeller, but you also have a way of driving the propeller with an electric motor. So you can drive it from a main engine, from electrical motor, or as a combination of the 2. Right? So in a system like that, you will have the electric motors, you will have the frequency drives that control the electric motors, then you will have a switchboard which also contains a power management system. Those are sort of the commodities that you will have in a system like this, switchboard, frequency drive, motor. The thing that is really the key, and the thing that enables this to work, is the control system. Right? And this is something that is very core to Berg. It's something that we've developed in-house, something that we're building in-house, programming in-house, and this is the thing that controls all the mode selections, all the power balances, all the safety systems, really the entire hybrid system. Right? That's what you have in what we call a parallel hybrid. There's also another kind that is called a serial hybrid, which is really a diesel electric boat.
Okay.
So it's a slightly different thing, a little bit simpler in some senses, but it has some disadvantages in terms of efficiency and so on.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate your time. I just had one more question. Obviously, as we discussed, the hybrid market's really starting to take off. When you look at the opportunities today, where do you see them?
Well, I see that there is a trend shift with the hybrids becoming more and more battery enabled. Right? If we look at the 4 hybrids we have running here in the US right now, they have the ability of running electrically via gensets or mechanically via main engines, or a combination. We see that the next generation of these Tugs that we're offering out to the market now also has batteries. So they have a little bit less gensets and then batteries. And we can see a strong drive from port authorities, actually from ship owners that want to put in their sustainability reports how they are taking green initiatives. And we can also see that there might actually be some quite strong financial incentives with just the difference between electrical energy cost and diesel energy cost. So there's quite a few drivers for this, and we see that these are starting to come together with the fact that technology is maturing at a pace where we foresee that the next ones coming into the market, they will be the same, but with batteries.